up, people? Happy Friday. Hope all of you having a great day. Um, Before I get into this video, I have some news. I don't know if you heard, but Robin and Emma are coming back to the show. They're popping back up in GH for a little while. I don't know the dates yet. They haven't been confirmed as of yet. But there is a picture online of them with executive producer Frank Valentini. Him, he confirmed that they're coming back. Um, I can't wait personally. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good storyline. I'm pretty sure they're probably checking in on Anna. But anyway, getting into this episode, some things were confusing, and some things were just I just shook my fucking head at it. It's like really, Sonny is a petty little person. Seriously, Sonny is the epitome of petty. Like if you look up petty in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of Sonny in it. Like seriously, Sonny is the most petty person I've ever seen in my life. Basically, he's mad at Jax for playing with his favorite toy because you know Sonny doesn't like other people playing with his toys. Um, so I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I think Sonny called immigration on him. Matter of fact, I don't even think it. I know he did. It's obvious that he did. And when Carly confronted him about it, he didn't deny it. So that told me right there, yeah, you're basically confirming that you were a petty bitch and you called immigration. That was some petty shit, and it was fucked up. He didn't have to go that far, and it's crazy. Um, Hold on, I had to send this text out, but it's crazy that Carly, not only Carly, but Michael told him yesterday. Like he brought up Avery, he brought up Jocelyn. Sonny didn't care. He didn't care. He's gonna do whatever he want. Carly brought up Jocelyn today and told him how this was gonna affect her. Sonny sat there the whole time with a smug look on his face. Smug. He had a little smirk on his face. He did not give no fucks. Like that goes to show how selfish he is. It just goes to show. And basically now Carly waged war on his ass. She told him we're in war now. So it's basically Corinthos versus Corinthos at this point. So who knows what Carly gonna do next to hit him back? But they're definitely in a war right now. My guess was gonna be that she was gonna probably file for the divorce and go for the jugular financially. She is probably gonna try to get him for whatever millions she can get him. And I wouldn't blame her in a way. I really wouldn't blame her. But I'm definitely kind of looking forward to this war because I want to see what's gonna happen. Like, who's gonna flinch first? Like, seriously, this is somewhat entertaining. But Sonny is definitely like a little child. Like, seriously, he didn't have to go that far. He really didn't. Like, you did not have to call immigration at him. I felt like that was fucked up. Um, in a way, it was kind of payback on Jax, not for this situation, but I felt like it was payback for something Jax did years ago. Because if you remember back in 2010, when Sonny was going up on the trial for murder, he was on trial for Claudia's murder. Claire Walsh, that federal prosecutor that came in to prosecute Sonny. Remember who brought her to town to prosecute Sonny? Jax. Remember Jax was trying. He was hell bent on sending Sonny to prison. And he even knew Dante was an undercover cop. Ain't tell nobody. So in a way, I can't blame Sonny for this because it is payback for what happened on him years ago. But I felt like Sonny got his payback on Jax in 2011. Remember when he set that girl up, that Miss Yang lady? Remember when Carly and Jax were going through the custody battle for Jocelyn? Sonny had her set Jax up, had her drug him and him acting crazy so that way he'll lose full custody. I felt like Sonny got him back for that, for the federal prosecution mess and all that. I felt like Sonny got his payback. This, I feel like, is overboard. So now Jax basically had to cut a deal with immigration. So Jax has to leave the country and he can never come back. I feel like that's fucked up. That really is. And Sonny didn't even care how this affected Jocelyn. He didn't even care. Um, so Jax asked, he asked Carly to pack up and go to Australia with him. Her and Jocelyn. I feel like Carly's gonna say no. We all know she's gonna say no, and I think the big reason why is because of Michael. I think it's because of Michael. Because number one, Nell is still in town, and Carly told her she's not gonna allow Nell to get with Michael. So there's no way Carly's going to Australia right now. There's definitely no way. I feel like if Nell wasn't in town and Nell wasn't an issue, I think Carly would definitely hop on a plane and go. There's really nothing keeping her in Port Charles other than Michael. I mean, she could easily sell her house. She could easily run the Metro Court from Australia because you got Olivia still in Port Charles, so Olivia could handle the physical day to day stuff, and Carly can handle the paperwork stuff. So, she could easily fax Carly all the documents that need to be signed and all the budget stuff. She could easily do all of that, so she could still run her business from Australia. So she could easily sell the house, run the business from Australia. But I feel like Michael is the reason she's gonna stay because there's really no. I mean, with Morgan going, there's no other reason for her to stay. Her and Jocelyn could easily pack up and go to Australia, but obviously that's not gonna happen. Um, this whole Jake storyline with Cassadine Island is so confusing. So they tried to make it seem like, or Franco made it seem like Jake was afraid of Jason, but apparently he's not afraid of Jason. But when they were going through the pictures, Jason said that he knows why Jake is afraid. I was kind of confused. I'm like, okay, so what the fuck is he? What is this scarecrow? What is he afraid of? So they were going through old pictures and they looked at a baby picture of him. They looked at an old picture of Elizabeth. Then they turned the page and looked at another picture. But we, the viewers, didn't see what the picture was. But judging from the previews for Monday's episode, it seems as if he showed him a picture of how Jason used to look, aka Steve Burton's Jason. So is that what he's afraid of? But Jason was never on Cassadine Island though, when he was held captive by Victor Cassadine. I don't believe he was on Cassadine Island. They had him in Crichton Clark, that clinic. Unless I mean he was gone for a little while, so Jason was gone for 2 years, so he could have been on Cassadine Island at some point during his disappearance, so to speak, his absence. So it's possible. But I really don't see how that ties into him being a scarecrow. Like, is that what this is all about? Like, if it is, I just feel like this whole thing is convoluted as hell. Personally, I feel like this whole storyline is dumb because it don't make sense, and it's like it's all just stupid. Like, why are they going back to the whole Steve Burton thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like the old Jason. Like, what does all that have to do with this? Like, it just makes it seem dumb. Um, so hopefully they clear it up and try to make some sense out of it. But it just for right now, it makes zero sense to me. Um, what else happened? Julian. No, let me talk about Alexis because this whole thing is pissing me off. I don't like the way Alexis kids talk to her. Not Molly, but I don't like the way that Sam and Christina especially talks to Alexis. They talk to Alexis like she's a child. Oh, you seen the way that Sam talked to Alexis? Talking about, oh no, we're not done talking about this. No, you're not gonna leave. You're not leaving until you tell me this. I looked at Sam like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Like that's your mother, not the other way around. Second of all, you don't pay her bills. You don't put money in her pocket. So who are you to talk to her like that? Like she doesn't have to explain a damn thing to you or Christina or Molly for that matter. She owes y'all no explanation at all. Like who are you? Who are any of them really to judge Alexis for the choice that she makes in her life? If she wants to be with Julian, she's gonna be with Julian. Who cares? That's her choice. She's an adult. I mean, Alexis had issues with Sam being with Jason, but you don't see her bitching about it. I'm pretty sure she still has reservations about them being together, but she's not sticking her nose in their business. She's not dictating to Sam who Sam should be with, not at the present moment, and she didn't really do it back then. I mean, she voiced her concerns back then, but she was never all up in Sam's face about her being with Jason the way that Sam is in her face about Julian. And Christina, of course. I mean, Christina has no right to even say shit. All of them sit there, and this is what I feel. They all kiss Sonny's ass, but yet, in my opinion, they call Julian selfish. But look at Sonny. Sonny's no better than Julian. I mean, on some levels they're different, and that's obvious. But on another level, they're not different because they're both selfish. I can say that. Julian is definitely selfish, and Sonny is even more so selfish. Look at what Sonny's doing. Look at what Sonny's doing. He had Jax deported, and when Carly mentioned how this is gonna hurt a child, Jocelyn, Sonny did not have a look of guilt on his face at all. He was smug, he was arrogant, and he had smirks. He was smiling on, he had a big smile on his face. I'm like, he didn't even give a damn how this affected a child. You know what I mean? So yeah, everybody's kissing Sonny's ass, but he doesn't even care about the well-being of a child who happens to be his own stepdaughter. Then when Michael brought up Avery to Sonny, Sonny tried to whitewash it, talking about, oh, she's a little kid, she don't know. Like, really, Sonny? Little kids sense a lot more than adults do. Like, come on. So I just don't like the fact that they worship Sonny and they shit all over Julian. It's like both of them are kind of two peas in a pod here. Yes, some of their crimes and what they do are a little different. I agree, they are. But at the same time, one ain't better than the other. But that's how they act. You know what I mean? Sam sits there and worships Sonny, but you throw daggers at your own father. You're married to a reformed hitman. Like, seriously, who put you in a lot of danger over the years, but I don't see you isolating yourself from Jason. So come on, like, let's not judge. I'm just saying, especially with all their backgrounds, like, it makes them look hypocritical. I'm just saying. And don't hit me up in the comments talking about something, oh, it's just a TV show. I know that, but it's like, it just irks me because shit like this, people have conversations like this in real life too, like where they hypocritical about one situation over another. And it just annoys me how you worship one person. I'm a little hypocritical too, because look at me. I worship the hell out of Helena Cassadine. That bitch is as crazy as a bedbug. But that's another story. See, I can own my shit. You know what I mean? It's just sickens me how some people don't. It's like, come on, I can own my shit. I'm a big Helena Cassadine fan, and that bitch kills people, slits people throat without the drop of a hat, terrorizes little kids, and I still like the bitch. What can I say? She has that je ne sais quoi about her. I mean, what can I say? Some people got it, some people don't. I'm just saying. Call a spade a spade. But if Alexis chooses to get back with Julian, that's her choice. I ain't got a problem with it. I kind of liked them together before the whole he tried to throw a dagger at her, slit her throat. I liked them as a couple. So whatever. If Sonny can get away with killing AJ and people still kiss his ass, then I can still be cool with Julian, even though he tried to kill Alexis. Whatever. At least he tried to kill her, but that don't mean he actually did. Sonny actually killed one of my favorite fucking characters. Like, I'm a big AJ Quartermain fan, and they killed him off just to prop Sonny. Like, come on. So anyway, Ava, she got Julian a lawyer, Scott. Scott tried to act like he's the shit as a lawyer. I'm like, Scott, come on now. We all know the truth. You're an ambulance chaser. Like, come on. We all know Scott is an ambulance chaser. And he really think he gonna get Julian off on all of this? And he's still bragging about how he got Julian off on murder. Scott, you didn't do shit. Ava did all the work on that case. Let's be real. Ava's the one who basically got Paul to go easy on Julian. Come on now. We all know the truth. Stop trying to take credit for something that you didn't do, Scott. We all know you're an ambulance chaser. You're no Diane Miller. Hell, you ain't no Rick Lanson. Shit, Rick is a competent lawyer. And it's funny because Scott was a smart ass lawyer back in the day. Like, they didn't write him back then the way that they're writing him now. Back then, he was a dope lawyer. Like, he was on the level of Diane and Alexis and Rick. Today, he's like an ambulance chaser. And I hate the way that they're writing him like that. They're basically writing him like he's a straight up, you know, slip and fall kind of lawyer. You know what I mean? And I hate that because he's more than that. Um, I love the way Dante, and I'm glad Ava noticed that and she caught that. Dante basically taunted her with those pills. And even Ava caught that, and I caught that immediately too when I was watching. I said, yeah, he's taunting her with those pills. Dante, when he went to go visit Sonny and give Sonny those pills, and Sonny even felt like he was holding back something. But Dante kept his cool and he didn't tell Sonny. But Ava and Scott are so dumb. They really think Sonny gonna let that shit go. Sonny gonna check out those pills. You can't tell me he not. He was on the phone with somebody. He's gonna look into those pills. He would be a fool not to. Like he's because shit just don't add up. And when something don't add up in your spirit, you're gonna look into it. Trust me. Like the back of your mind, that little voice in your head that tells you, look into this, look into this. It's a gnawing thing. Like it will gnaw at you every day and night, and you're gonna look into it. I'm telling you, definitely. Um, but I don't blame Dante. You know, Dante definitely knows Ava knew something about those pills because it's been 6 months, and how the fuck are those pills still in the floating rib after 6 months? He know Ava had those pills. He know it. The only reason he's not actually saying anything about it because he ain't got no proof. He don't got no fingerprints, no witness, no nothing. That's why he's not saying nothing. And I thought he was gonna give that shit to Sonny and tell Sonny about his suspicions. But he's smart. He's not gonna do that because he knows as soon as he open his mouth to Sonny about Ava might knowing something about those pills, he knows Sonny gonna do something. And I think he's trying to go about it the legal way. He's still trying to gather pieces and evidence and stuff like that. That's why he didn't want to tell Sonny, and I don't blame him. You know, because once you tell Sonny, Sonny gonna go off the rails, and it's gonna be murder she wrote basically. Um, so I'm glad Dante didn't tell him shit. But anyway, this was a cool episode. It was pretty cool. Wasn't all too bad, but just a lot of fuckery. But anyway, I hope all you have a great weekend. I will see all of you Monday. Have a great weekend.